Okay, so now we have seen the basic working on the object, and this mode which we were working on is called as the object mode. Means whatever action we are taking takes place on the complete object. Fine. We can scale the object move, but we cannot make changes to specific parts of the object. So these mesh objects are primarily made of certain things. First of all, let's try to understand this. What is a mesh object? So mesh object basically consists of points that are called as vertices. Fine. If we okay, let's just get the cube. It's a easier one to understand with. So we have this cube. So this cube basically has these points. Like if you have done in geometry, the smallest thing is a point. So if you have 2 points, they can be connected with a line. So these lines are called as edges. These points are called as vertices. And if you have at least 3 points, you can create a triangular area, fine, closed area, and that will be, if it is filled up, it's called as a face or surface. So here in this particular cube, I am pressing Ctrl Z. This is called as a wireframe mode. Fine. So here you can see that how many edges are there, how many vertices are there, and how many faces are there. Though in this particular one it does not shows up. So you can press Shift Z to get back into this particular mode. Now if I wanted to edit this particular object, change its shape or something, or scale a face or do something, we need to go into something called as edit mode. So with a particular object that you want to work with and you want to make changes to that, we will work with this. Now to understand that, let's start with a simple thing like a UV sphere. Now my aim is to create a aeroplane type of a thing over here. So first of all, what I will do is I will scale it on Z axis a bit like this, and scale it on X axis like this, and scale on Y axis like this. So roughly a aeroplane type shape you can say is here, or you would want to create a submarine or something like that, but nothing further I can do from this particular point. So we need to change to edit mode. You can go to edit mode from here. Don't select any other modes right now, or tab is the shortcut key. With the cursor over here, I press tab, and you can see now the vertices and everything are selected. Click anywhere on the screen, and now you can do certain operations over here. So what are the operations that I can do? The same operations: cut, copy, paste, delete, all those things which we were doing on the whole object, now I can do on these different parts of the object. Like here it is again separated into 3 parts. Either you can work on vertices, you can work on edges, or you can work on faces. So I could click on a vertex, I could grab it, and you can see I can move it around somewhere. Let's get back to this mode. I had told you that we need to apply scale when we do this. So I will just apply the scale to this object. Let's get back into our edit mode, grab on Z and move by 2. So now this is moving by 2. Fine. Or let's take up another object here, grab on X and move by 2. Fine. So you can see it's moving properly now. So this way I could work on vertices. I could select multiple vertices, I could grab them, I could rotate them, or I could scale them. Vertices will only show the scale and rotate effect if you have selected more than 2 vertices. Multiple selection is done by pressing Shift and selecting multiple of them. Fine. So what are the different operations we can do? Like let's see, we can select an edge over here, and I can again grab the edge on, let's say, X axis and pull it out like this. Fine. Similarly, I could grab an edge over here, grab on X and pull it out like this. So the grab operations can be done on vertices, edges, or finally I could select a particular face and grab on X axis and move it. Or since the face is already selected, I could rotate it on again X axis, and you can see I can rotate. Some effects can be seen over here. So primarily you can do grab, rotate, or you could scale the face like this. Fine. And achieve some effects over here. So right now what I'm able to do is I'm able to make modifications to my particular object. So if I wanted to make something look like a aeroplane or something. So first what I will need is create some take some selection over here for two things. Fine. And since we are not going to get into the details, I will roughly try to select the same faces on the other side also. Or let's take the advantage of an option that is there, select mirror. When I do a select mirror, option comes up is x-axis and extend, so it will exactly select the ones on the opposite side also. Fine. This is a possibility that you can use. So let's do one thing. I'll just take these two over here, right, from the side view, and then I will say grab on x by 2. This will work as one of the fins. Then again let's go to the side view and select these two. I hope they are on the, which ones we had selected. This is the side view. Okay, top ones we had selected. So grab on x by 2. Then let's go to the side view. Let's select these two, and this time grab on x by -2. Grab on x by -2. Fine. Okay, so somewhat a shape is getting created. This way you can create the wings and you can move around your objects. Fine. So let's scale this to 0.5 and let's also scale these to 0.5. Okay, scale to 0.5. So this is roughly what looks like my wings. Okay, so what else you want to do is you would want to create a tail fin and other things, so that you can work upon that. There are few other operations that we can discuss immediately. Now this is what we did, was pulled out that. Another way is to add the geometry into this, which is by extending some area. So if I wanted to create a tail fin, what I could do is I could select these two, and if I grab it on Z axis, it gives me a weird effect. Fine. You can see the things which are associated with it, they are getting attached and moving around. So we could do something like called as a extrude operation. From this I would press E and extrude this. Fine. And I could get extra geometry over here. This is some extra shape that has been created. Fine. Similarly I could select these four over here and I could extrude them like this to get some particular shape. So this is the extrude operation that you can have. Fine. And one final operation that we are going to see is we wanted to create some windows type of thing. So for that what we need to do is we will select these things, say right click, and we will say dissolve faces, so that will become one single face over here. Now there is a inset operation. What is the inset operation? I will press I. The inset operation icon is this. So if I press I, it creates a similar shape internally. Fine. Now this I could grab and on Z or X or Y axis I could move it, or I could simply extrude it also and take it a bit below. So that gives me a view like this. So that is extrude, inset, and few other operations are there which we don't need it immediately. So this is how you could make your editing on your object. Once your work is done, come out of the object, press Ctrl A and apply the scale. So we have a small aeroplane type shape ready.